Hello, my name is Marcia Johnson and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Together with my grandnieces and nephew, Allie, Ashley, and Ryan, we are Marcia's Crafts. Today we're going to make this lovely Is the Day card. If you stick around to the end, I will show you two more versions of this card. One which does not use all the dies that this one does, and in fact, it only uses the stitched rectangular dies, and if you don't have those, you could just do it with your trimmer. So stick around and we'll show you that at the end. There's the inside. To make this card, you will need the Lovely Is a Day stamp set. We'll be using this flower image and this flower image. We'll be using a few of our dies. We'll be using the layering ovals, just the largest of them. If you hear pitter-pattering, it's Romeo's decided to pay me a visit here. We'll be using Petal Labels and this die, and Lovely Leaves, this die. For ink, we'll be using Balmy Blue and Soft Suede. Okay, let's get started. We'll be stamping the envelope, the center front piece, the inside of the card, and our Balmy Blue layer. We can set this aside. Okay, I'm going to do the Balmy Blue layer first. This is a photopolymer stamp, so I'm going to bring in my piercing mat covered with a piece of computer paper, and we're going to start with our Balmy Blue and our large flower image. And what I'm going to do is stamp around. I'm going to stamp it just like there, there. Okay, we'll lay that aside. And I'm going to wash that because I'm going to stamp it also in the soft suede. And that will be on our smaller of the Whisper White layers. And we're going to stamp it like right in the middle, there. And then we're going to bring in our inside piece and the other flower, and again in the soft suede, I'm going to stamp that flower right about there, and on the envelope right about there. Perfect. Okay, now we'll be doing some coloring with our blends. I'm going to go ahead and do this one first. I'm going to do the leaves, and just with the darker of the Granny Apple Green, just color in a little bit of the kind of shaded areas, and then come back with the light and finish up the rest of the leaves. And this coloring isn't really, I mean, you don't have to be exact. It's pretty forgiving. Okay, I think that's about all of the green. And we'll come in with our dark Saffron and color in our little centers of these flowers, and then just a little highlight on some of these others, and color the rest in with the light Saffron. And the big flowers I'm going to do in Balmy Blue. I'm just going to outline them with the dark, and we'll color the rest in with the light Balmy Blue. Okay, then we need to do the envelope and the inside of the card. And for the inside of the card, remember when you're using blends to put a piece of paper on the inside so that your blends do not soak through. So we have that. I'm just going to take the dark Saffron and do the little center of the flower. Take the dark of the dark Granny Apple Green and do some of the leaves, part of the leaves. And do the rest of the leaves in the light. You'll notice on the envelopes especially, the blends do have a tendency to bleed a little bit, but it's still pretty, so I don't let it bother me too much. Then dark Balmy Blue, just going to outline the petals and color them in with the light. Okay, now we have a little bit of die cutting to do. We take this Balmy Blue piece and we will just put this die in the middle, cut that out. We'll take this piece and first cut it out with this little die, which will cut out a bunch of the little flowers and well, I'll show you later what that does. It doesn't cut the whole thing out, but it cuts out parts, and we're going to lift those up. And then when we're finished with that, we're going to cut it out with the, well, I guess you could do them both at one time. Cut it out with this oval die. And of course, through the miracle of YouTube, we have that done already. And you see, it didn't cut it out. It just cut parts of it out. Okay, so let's take our card base and we'll put the inside piece in. Then we'll put the saffron layer on the front. Then we'll take this layer and take some mini dimensionals and put them on the back here on some of these flowers, so that when I turn it over, they pop out. Not all of them, but some of them. Okay, and I am going to pop them out for the front. There they are. Okay, then we'll take all those dimensionals off the back. All right, then I'm going to take some glue and put it around the outside. And then we're going to put this in the middle. You can see how those dimensionals help to pop that up a little bit. And we're going to take our, oh, you know what? I apparently forgot to stamp this one, so we'll stamp it now. Bring back the Balmy Blue. Actually, my first one I didn't stamp, and then I thought of it later, so anyway, we'll stamp it now. Stamp it on the edge here. Okay, that's fine. We'll put dimensionals on the back of this. And we're going to use quite a few because it is kind of thin, and I don't want it to be sagging, so we're going to use a lot. And for these two thin parts, I'm just going to cut some of the edge. And put some here and here. We'll take off all our backings. Oh, by the way, if you need to purchase any of these products, please do so at, or feel free to do so at marciascrafts.stampinup.net. And as usual, the dimensions and everything needed is listed below the video. Here we go. I'll put this on here. And then to finish it off, I'm going to take a little triple linen thread bow, get a glue dot and scrunch it all up, put it on the back, and put that right here. And that's our card. And let's see, here's the original. See, there's no stamping there, but I think I like it better with the stamping. And then I have a couple more. I have one that I did, instead of using this die, I used the this die and cut them out and put those in the middle, and then I just used a piece of white thread down there. And then here's the one that I did without all of the detail here, but it's pretty too. It's simple, but I think it's pretty too. So anyway, here's 3 different takes on essentially the same card, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial today. If you did, perhaps you could give us a thumbs up, maybe even subscribe to our channel and share a video. That's all for today. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.